Well, good morning, NASCAR adventurers. DJ Wayne back at it for 2023. Yeah, we took a couple of weeks off. Well, actually, Daytona 500, we took 2 months off. We needed a little break, but we're back at it today. Today we are in Mooresville, North Carolina, Race City, USA. We're at the big sign of Big Daddy's. You've seen this in my videos in the past. There's Rowdy Kyle Busch. There's number 3, Dale Earnhardt Sr. And of course, we got Dale Jr. But there used to be 4 NASCAR cars up here. But one's missing. I want you guys and girls to go back and research and tell me which one is missing. Today, we are going to sit back and we are going to create all of the Dale Sr. cars and memorabilia and statues that honor the number 3, Dale Earnhardt Sr. So we're going to visit different race shops. We're going to visit different places, and we're going to compile all of them together and show you where you can go and honor Dale Sr. It's supposed to warm up today. I sure hope it does, because it's quite chilly. Beautiful day. Glad to be back out at it. Let's go find everything Dale Earnhardt Sr. that we can. Buckle up, enjoy the ride. So just a few miles from Big Daddy's, where Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s car sits high atop the restaurant, and only about a mile and a half from the North Carolina Auto Racing Hall of Fame Museum, brings us to uptown Mooresville, North Carolina, Race City, USA. And we are out in front of the Charles Mack Citizens Center. If you watch our Stocks for Tots video, this is where it is held every year. And right here at the entrance is the Dale Earnhardt North Carolina Auto Racing Walk of Fame monument on the walkway. All the way down the road on both sides. David Pearson is that one, Darrell Waltrip there, but right here, number 3, Dale Earnhardt Sr. Again, Charles Mack Citizen Center, uptown Mooresville, North Carolina. Just a hop, skip, and a jump from the North Carolina Auto Racing Hall of Fame Museum and Big Daddy's restaurant. Let's go find some more Dale Sr. Now, certainly you could not do a video for Dale Earnhardt Sr. and not find yourself on North Highway 3, North Carolina, home of DEI. Not my first video I ever made on this YouTube channel, but definitely the most watched and the most controversial is my visit last May right here to DEI. But again, I'm gonna make a video for Dale Earnhardt Sr. We gotta come here. 1675 Dale Earnhardt Highway number 3. Let's go take a look around. And don't worry, we're not gonna go up to no fences, nothing like that. We'll go up to the window, we'll take a look around, share some stories. But if for some reason, somehow you did not see that video yet, make sure you go do so. It's the most watched video on my channel. And just like a year ago, not much going on here. Let's go take a look in the window. I really do wish this shop would open back up, if for no other reason, just to honor Dale Sr., because that museum in there is loaded. We've come out here a few times back when it was open. I mentioned we come out here a couple of times and there was a car show and all the cars were lined up right here in the driveway. It was pretty awesome. But it's just sitting empty. Now the other building over there, that's still in use. A lot goes on over there. We got the lawn care people out and about today. But there she is. There's the number 3. See if I can get in there. There you go. Yeah, back there, lots of great stuff to look at for fans. I just can't believe that this is still not open. What's your thoughts on DEI being open? Look up top there. Look at all those trophies. Do you think they should reopen it? Or do you think it should stay closed? Post your comments below. Long gone are the cars that used to sit out here. They got the flags flying at half-mast here at DEI. Thoughts and prayers go out to those in Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville strong. So sad to hear what happened. So even the lawn care trailer is DEI incorporated. How cool is that? So quiet, so peaceful here. You could hear the birds chirping. But if you want to visit DEI, you saw the address. We are 4 miles from uptown Mooresville, about 5.5 miles from the North Carolina Auto Racing Hall of Fame. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot to see other than the car there and the trophies through the main entrance. The showroom there on the bottom floor is all closed off to the public. You can ride around in your car. Dale Jr. used to live right across back over there. Sister used to live back that way. Dale Sr.'s house, now Teresa's house, sits directly behind this building way back there. And not Kelly, but one of the daughters lives over that way by the fence. That's the one we found last May when we did walk over that way. We did not go through any no trespassing zones. We did not jump any fences. We didn't do anything illegal. And in the 10 months that I've been running this YouTube channel since that video has posted, I have talked to Kelly and her brother, Carrie, and they're okay with it. I didn't do anything illegal. All right, let's go see what else we can find. Now we are over at the other side of DEI, the part that is still working. And we were here last May. I don't think this Monte Carlo has moved an inch. It reminds me of my very first car. My very first car was a 1982 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. But coming up here is the powertrain shop, the retail shop, parts pickup, right on the other side of this Dodge Ram there. There we go. Engineering, machine center. It's starting to get a little cloudy. It looks like it might actually want to try to rain again. Uh-oh. What do we see? We got an open gate. No thanks, we're not going. But here we're looking across North Carolina Highway 3. This is all Dale Earnhardt property right here. Dale Jr. used to live back there on the other side of those trees. One of the daughters, maybe Kelly, used to live on this side. I don't remember. It's been quite a while. We're going to take a ride up and down Highway 3 here. It stretches out for a good little space. Here we go. Driver's view of what's going on here. There's DEI on the left-hand side, Dale's property on the right. We'll just kind of fan over both of them for you. And right over here on the left-hand side is the big gate, the main entrance to the housing property that's not behind DEI. But the property, as you see, continues on both sides. Now, I will say, since I was here last May, that right there was not there last May. So I will honor that. We are not going to trespass. But in my first video, that sign was not there. There were no trespassing signs on this road. So that's what I did. I rode up the road and took a look to the side. But again, in the past 10 months, that sign's popped up. So we're going to respect that and we're going to turn around. This is the view from across the street from the no trespassing sign, the dirt gravel road there that I was on last year. But these are some of the other Earnhardt family properties over here. Now, if you know who owns these houses and who lives in these houses on the Dale Earnhardt property, feel free to leave in the comments below your thoughts. There's some horses right over here on this side. That's a pretty home right there. Tell me who lives in these homes, because I really don't know, and I'm not going to pretend to know. As we continue on our Dale Earnhardt Sr. adventure. Fast forward about 7 miles from DEI brings us to Kannapolis, North Carolina. We are at the Atrium Health Ballpark, home of the Kannapolis Cannonballers. Used to be called the Intimidators, named after, well, yep, you guessed it. And take a look at the Cannonballer mascot. Does he look familiar at all? Dale Earnhardt Sr. in a spaceman outfit. We've been to a few games out here, watched the Cannonballers play. Very nice ballpark. It's really cool because this is one of the only ballparks that I've ever been to where it's basically open to the public during the day. They encourage people to get out here and basically walk the track, so to speak. And it looks like there's a remote control lawnmower over there. And some kids over here having a good time apparently. But we're not gonna stick around the ballpark too awful long, because right behind those condominiums that are being built is a little park. And over there is the official Dale Earnhardt Sr. Memorial. It's a statue. Let's go take a look. So the ballpark behind me, the Dale Earnhardt Plaza in front of me to the left. This is kind of a look at uptown Kannapolis, North Carolina. Pretty little place. We spent some time out here. Like I said, we've got video footage of the Kannapolis Cannonballers baseball. We got some video that we put up of
take a left on West A Street. Then in 250 feet,
so
the destination is on your right.
Those videos, not just the original DEI video. take a look at all of our videos that we've posted over the last 10 months. And I believe I turn right up here. Let's go take a look. So if you ever want to come and visit the Dale Earnhardt Senior Memorial Plaza, it is on the intersection, or at the intersection of West A Street and South Main Street, across from the historical train depot just over there. First time we came looking for it, we had a little hard time finding it. But there you go. Dale Earnhardt Tribute Plaza. And there is the official Dale Earnhardt Sr. statue. These benches were donated by different people in the community and fans. In Dale's memory, Motorsports Design Incorporated. Looks like even the trees were donated. He's watching all that construction going on in front of him there. But there he is. Great statue right there. Let's go over here and take a look at this memorial that's off to the side. The Intimidator, Dale Earnhardt, our best friend. In our hearts you will be then, now, and for eternity, our 7-time Winston Cup champion. A legend indeed. Thank you from your fans, your NASCAR family in Vermont and New York, dedicated 2001. Kannapolis, North Carolina, Dale Earnhardt Memorial Park. Action Sports. That's Racing, number 3, Larry and Libby Sides. So we have made our way back to Atrium Health Ballpark, home of the Kannapolis Cannonballers. And I gotta tell you, the best way to tell you to get to Dale Earnhardt's Memorial Park, get here to the ballpark, gate 1. Go out gate 1, and it's at the end of that road up there where you see all the trees right there. There we go. That's the ballpark. That's the Memorial Park, and the statue is right over there to the right-hand side. So it's a lot easier to find the ballpark. It's free parking. Go to gate 1 and go straight out. Right now we're getting ready to get back in the car. We're gonna take a 38-mile drive up to Lexington, North Carolina, and visit the home of Richard Childress Racing, the home of those number 3 cars. Let's go. Well, I figured since I am here, since I am in the ballpark, I'm gonna go ahead and make a whole lap out of it. My car is parked right there behind the scoreboard. Getting ready for spring training. There's a doggy out there. Who's your favorite ball team? Do you have one? Atlanta Braves for me. Through the good times and the bad, I'd have to say Atlanta Braves all the way. Second favorite would be the Chicago Cubs. Now he's not gonna move. Welcome to Welcome, North Carolina. We made it. Richard Childress Racing Museum right over there. That blue awning you see, that's our motorsports. Down the road a little further is Colleague Racing. We'll go down there after we make our RCR museum visit and check out the Dale Earnhardt Sr. cars and memorabilia. Chocolate Myers is not in the house today. I was looking for his car when I pulled up, but let's go inside and see what we can find. And we have made our way inside. Here we go. The Wrangler Jeans number 3 Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. This car was instrumental in Richard Childress Racing's first 2 NASCAR Winston Cup championships, 1986 and 1987. So just as I mentioned before, we have been here a handful of times. Definitely you'll find videos more in depth about the entire museum. Today we're going to focus on this section right here once we get through. You may recall I was here at RCR a couple of months ago on the 8th, the very first day that Kyle Busch merchandise went on sale at RCR. I was the first person to officially buy Kyle Busch / RCR merchandise. Boy, they were busy with shipping that day. We are getting ready to enter the original engine shop from 1987 through the 1999 season. I did ask about Chocolate Myers. He is not here today. He is broadcasting from home. I know his car. Say hi to him every time he's here and I'm here on the same day. Now right here is Richard Childress' original office. This is where Dale Earnhardt signed his contract, his agreement to race for RCR. He's talking about it right now.
It was also a year that we signed contracts with GM Goodrich, Snap-on, and many other great sponsors. The decision to put Kevin Harvick into the driver's seat of the number 29 GM Goodrich Chevrolet was also made in this office. And it was here that plans and decisions for the future of RCR were made. And meetings that often started very early in the morning and go very late into the night. We hope this gives you a better view of where RCR's success began and grew. Thanks again for stopping by, and all of us.
This is in the room where it happened, the room where it happened. Oh, sorry, singing some Hamilton songs for you. But there's Mr. Childress' original office. At one time, he'd sit there in that chair, and Dale Earnhardt Sr. would be sitting across from him. And here is a copy of the contract 2000. And at the bottom, there we go. Gar Smith, General Motors, Richard Childress, team owner, and Dale Earnhardt, driver. Even has the number 3 there. That's really cool. Pause that so you can read it.
Contracts with most of our drivers who have raced for RCR, including contracts with Dale Earnhardt, Mike Skinner, Kevin Harvick, Robbie Gordon, Jeff Green, Johnny Sauter, and Jay Sauter. It was also here that we signed contracts with GM Goodrich, Snap-on, and many other great sponsors.
We already heard that part. But we just now heard everybody who got signed here in this office. Martinsville. The history of Richard Childress and Dale Earnhardt. Together, Richard Childress and Dale Earnhardt made NASCAR history, establishing Richard Childress Racing as the dominant Winston Cup team for more than a decade, beginning in the mid-1980s. As an owner-driver since 1969, Childress saw the changing landscape of NASCAR midway through the 1981 season and put Earnhardt, whose own ride at the time was having its problems, in the RCR number 3 at Michigan International Speedway in August. They earned 2 top 5 and 6 top 10 finishes in those final 11 races, but Childress felt that his equipment wasn't up to the level that Earnhardt, who won Rookie of the Year honors in 1979 and the Winston Cup Championship in 1980, needed. So they parted company at the end of the season, with the understanding that they might get back together again once Childress felt the performance level of RCR was where he wanted it. I'll let you read the rest. Pause the TV, your computer, so you can read it all. It was here that these engines were built, right here in this shop. Silver Goodwrench number 3. This is the famous Quicksilver car that Dale Earnhardt drove back in the 1995 Winston Select. It marked the first time that RCR changed from the black paint scheme that is now synonymous with the number 3. Atlanta Olympics 1996.
For all 6 of Dale Earnhardt's Cup Championship, as well as Mike Skinner's Truck Series Championship in 1995. Use the latest in high-tech equipment.
This Dale Earnhardt number 3 Wheaties was a Sam Bass art design. Tasmanian Devil. And there's the Coca-Cola number 3. Check out those little rides. We got some tires here. Support the troops. 1996 Monte Carlo AC Delco. Bass Pro Shops Goodwrench number 3. Bass Pro Shops in Myrtle Beach used to have one of these inside the store. Wrangler jeans. In 1995, Dale Earnhardt won the pole at Richmond in this Wrangler jeans number 3. Here's the very artsy number 3 Goodwrench Chevrolet. This wild paint scheme was the creation of famed pop artist Peter Max for the Winston in 2000. I love the color paint scheme on this one. Here's the winning check there, $222,500. The Winston. So if you want anything and everything to do with Dale Earnhardt, this is by far the place to be. Welcome, North Carolina Richard Childress Racing Museum. 1951 to 2001. Do you remember where you were, what you were doing? Daytona 500 2001? I sure do. This is the 2000 Winston 500 at Talladega Super Speedway, Monte Carlo Chevrolet. He took this car to victory lane that day. And this one right here, there's another check. See if I could zoom in a little bit on that check, $10,000. But this one here is 1995 Atlanta car. He took it to victory in Atlanta, 1995. Zoom in on the chalkboard there. There we go. Winston Cup champion, $1 million. I wanted to zoom out on this one. This is the 1995 Brickyard 400 winning Chevy Monte Carlo, number 3 Goodwrench. Richard Childress Racing winner of the Cracker Barrel 500 in Atlanta Motor Speedway, March 12, 2000. And that is the winning car right there for that race, Cracker Barrel 500 in Atlanta. RCR chassis number 56. This car finished in the top 10 4 times and in the top 15 in all the 6 races it was driven by Dale Earnhardt. Check out that tire. Daytona 1990 blowout tire. And right here is the number 3 road course car. Chassis number 4. Very successful road course car. And this car here is chassis number 51. Now this number 3 is chassis number 68. It was only raced 4 times and it was tested 4 times. It was used for testing, I should say 4 times. So it was tested as many times as it was actually raced. DJ Wayne, what's up everybody? Take this opportunity, thank you guys and girls for watching. Hope you're enjoying this video dedicated to Dale Earnhardt today. Let's zoom over here to the right and see what Dale Sr.'s talking about. Well, there's Teresa. And this, of course, Daytona 500. And right here in the corner is an actual piece of racing history, the first laid pavement, Daytona, 1979. It was first raced on in the Daytona 500, 1979. It was dug up in the summer, fall of 2010 to make way for the new paving of the track, which was completed in 2011. There he goes. And this is the car he won it in. Now, one of the real cool things here at RCR Museum is this car right here. This Dale Earnhardt number 3 Goodwrench Chevrolet. Because this one, you can actually get inside and get your photo taken with it. Pretty cool. I've gotten my photo taken few times inside this car. If I can find it, I'll put it in, but let's sit inside and take a look around. There we are. Now we are inside. Gas pedal, brake pedal, clutch. How cool is that? If you come here to visit, you can get your photo taken right inside. Rear view mirror. Little girl's getting her photo taken. I'm going to get out so she can. Now here's the wash bay. I got out of the car. They didn't even know I was in there, so I surprised them. The little girl said, "I don't want to get in there." But here is the wash bay.
Is RCR's current Sprint Cup shop. As you can see in the videos, the weekly effort to load full transporters is an amazing thing to watch. Time-lapse photography makes it look like a beehive of activity. There's a very long checklist of tools, equipment, spare parts, and supplies.
And that's what they did. Just before the cars got on the hauler, they were brought right here, cleaned them up, got them all pretty for the track, and rolled right here to the number 3 Goodwrench hauler. You guys want to take a quick view of the inside of the hauler? Let's go. And then we'll take a look in and see where Dale Sr. used to hang out. It's pretty dark though. Can't really see anything in there today. In other videos, it's pretty lit up. Not today, though. The family with the little girl just walked by, so I got out of their way before we took a walk down the other side of the holler so you guys and girls can see both sides. Hey, snacks. Coffee maker, microwave, refrigerator. And when you look through these haulers, you get about halfway in the middle, there's a slide opening, and you can see the vehicles that are up top. I guess so you can keep an eye on them, perhaps. But, well, there you go. There's the underside of a Dale Earnhardt number 3 Goodwrench Chevrolet right there. Very rarely seen. Kind of like the 8th wonder of the world, the backside of water. We're going to make our way outside the hauler. Look at the wall. All the names paying tribute to Dale and RCR. I think it's really cool. And for the record, as of yet, I have not signed anywhere on this wall. Not saying that I won't, but not yet. And there's the Peterbilt RCR. Pretty big sleeper. Now this is the back side of the washroom. Quick Lube Plus. Now, as I mentioned, there's a whole lot more of this museum to see. They represent all of their other cars over the years, and trucks, I should say. But we are not going to focus on that today. If you want to see the rest of that museum, you're more than welcome. Check out my video. There's a few of them. Today, we're focusing just on the number 3. Just on Dale Earnhardt. This is the fabrication room, as you can tell. Thank you guys and girls for watching. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not already done so. Ring that bell for notifications. Leave happy comments. And I've been thinking about this today. You know, I love giving stuff away. So in my Nascar man cave, I do have a Dale Earnhardt jacket. I'm going to give that Dale Earnhardt jacket away. If you want to be in the drawing, make sure you like this video. Make sure you are a subscriber and leave a comment. I want to win Dale Earnhardt jacket. Now, we are going to do this drawing. We're going to extend this one out a little bit. because I know this is going to get a lot of views, a lot of hits. So we're not going to do the drawing right away. But if you want to be in the drawing for that Dale Earnhardt jacket, like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment that you want to win the Dale Earnhardt jacket, and you will officially be in the running. At the end of the video, I'll show you what that jacket looks like, if you forgot. Here's a whole series of die-cast cars. Which one of these do you own? Do you own any of these die-cast cars? If so, leave in the comments below. Tell me which ones you own. Here's some number ones. 14, 12, 3. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that the old IROC Z's right there? There's the door to the engineering room. There's the door, private entrance, but I'm gonna go on a wild guess and say I know where that door leads to. I was right. But this is only one part of RCR Museum that honors Dale Earnhardt. We're gonna go to the current shop, where the last time I was in there, they had rolled in a number 3 car right in the lobby. I was there one day. Camera shut off on me. I was there also the day that they rolled out the Tyler Reddick car and put it on display. So we're definitely gonna get over there and we're gonna check that out as well before we head out of Welcome, North Carolina. But if you ever get a chance to get out here, it is a wonderful place. Like I said earlier, not only do you have RCR, you have Our Motorsports. You have, last year I met Jeb Burton there. I also met Anthony Alfredo. Then you've got Colleague Racing, Noah Gregson, AJ Allmendinger, Chandler Smith. All those videos are right here on my channel. Go check them out. But this is the place to meet people. We have met Richard Childress here numerous times. We went over to Childress Winery, where we met Austin Dillon and Mr. Childress. So if you're a big NASCAR fan, if you're a big Dale Earnhardt fan, this is probably the first place you want to go. Outside of maybe visiting DEI, but like I said, unfortunately, DEI being closed, outside of just the nostalgia of being there, there really isn't a whole lot to see. And this is just a quick view of the rest of the museum. Again, we're not going to spend any significant time with this today. But there's the number 29 Kevin Harvick Goodwrench. 2003 Brickyard 400 burnout tire.
It's a good run there in the middle of 3 and 4. They'll be coming for the white flag right here. Lock back together.
2006 Watkins Glen victory. Shout out DJ Faith, grew up right next door to the Watkins Glen track. We are in Welcome, which is right next door to Lexington, which is technically, for all intents and purposes, is the barbecue capital of North Carolina. I saw the little pig there, thought of some Lancaster's barbecue. Here's my good buddies over at Piedmont Airlines. We might swing by Lancaster's. I think they've got a Dale Earnhardt hood hanging up. I always like to throw them a free plug. If you're ever in town checking out the NASCAR race shops, make sure you go check out Lancaster's Barbecue in Mooresville, North Carolina. You will not be disappointed. And make sure you go to the bathroom while you're there. It's worth it. There you go, a nice internal view. So outside of a few photos that you may see on the wall, this is not going to be anything to do with Dale Earnhardt. This is where they are actually working on the current cars as we speak. Watch your eyes. He's got his welding helmet on. Don't go blind. Somebody had Subway for lunch. Ooh, pretty colors. They are getting it cleaned up and ready to roll. That is the number 21 Bennett hauler. There's one in there. So when you do come here to RCR, you come to this building, you can actually see, if you get here on the right day, like today, they're working on Richmond cars. Today they're in the shop. You can actually watch them. They have windows, they have access up top we'll go to in just a moment. And you can see them working hard. Getting ready. This one they're working on Richmond, Bristol, and of course Martinsville. We may be at all three, but I'm gonna guess we're probably gonna do Bristol and Martinsville. And there we go, there's the number 8 three-chai car right there. Got Rowdy's name right on top. Here we go with the number 3.
Jackson, happy birthday, man.
It's tomorrow.
Why is she posting today?
It's my mom's tripping. She said she got a reminder on her phone, but it was like for 20.
They're just sliding it where they want it to get it through the corner. So now it will be interesting to see, is Richmond going to be a cheddar car or a three-chai car? Because that cheddar car is definitely ready to roll. there you go. We're not going to get too far on everybody else, even though I do like Kyle Busch. This video is for Dale Earnhardt and the number 3. That about does it here for RCR. I'm going to pick up some cards on my way out, and we might give some of those away as well while we're here, maybe at the end of this video. But I think the most important thing right now is the Dale Earnhardt jacket that I'm going to give away. It's hanging up in my office, my Nascar man cave. And you know the rules. If you want in on it, like this video, subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment. I want to win the Dale Earnhardt jacket. And you're in the drawing. That about does it for RCR. But we're not done yet. Let's go. And since we're here, they do have the Sheldon Creed number 2 and the Austin Hill number 21 cars. Now, I did ask, how come we don't have any Kyle Busch cars out? And she says, simply because they don't have any extra Gen X cars to put out yet. Okay, that makes sense. Xfinity cars, she says, not a problem. But the new Gen X cars, they don't have any extra. They have to use everything they can get their hands on. So if you look real carefully, the jack over there at Kyle Busch's car actually has the number 8 on it. So if that's the case, that tells me this car is going to be the number 3. There it is. Because I saw the jack. As we make our way outside of the museum, we are back in the gift shop with this beautiful number 3 Dale Earnhardt mural. And they actually do have some Dale Earnhardt merchandise. Definitely got some good Kyle Busch merchandise. Yes, I am proud. I was the first one in here. First one to buy number 8 Kyle Busch merchandise on the day it all went on sale. And there we go, under accessories. Oh, they even got a Will Cronkite. I was a NASCAR redneck. Met him at Stocks for Tots. Great guy. Autographed, only $39.95. I'm going to try to show this wall without either A, getting me into the video, or too much of the light. (1980) Richard Childress' last full season as a Winston Cup driver himself. So if you want to get your feel of number 3 Dale Earnhardt merchandise, come on in here, order online. This guy right here, he'll take good care of you. He's working awful hard every time we come in here. Another view in the shop there where they're working. So here we go on the inside, And right there, front and center, they got it. Show car right here. They've added a couple since the last time I was here. Boy, it's shiny and pretty, isn't it? Let's take a look on the inside. They're rolling the number 8 Childress car. So I figured we'd follow it a little bit, see where they're rolling her to. Another one of those awesome looking RCR engines. And since we're here, they do have the Sheldon Creed number 2 and the Austin Hill number 21 cars. Now, I did ask, how come we don't have any Kyle Busch cars out? And she says simply because they don't have any extra Gen X cars to put out yet. Okay, that makes sense. Xfinity cars, she says, not a problem. But the new Gen X cars, they don't have any extra. They have to use everything they can get their hands on. Hey, appreciate it. You got it. There's the Childress number 8 back there. And not sure what this one is just yet. But it's really cool that you can come up here and just watch them work. They'll wave to you. Just like his birthday, he was walking through there, they yelled happy birthday. But his birthday's not really till tomorrow. Apparently it was all over social media that it was today. And there we go, there's the number 8 3-chai car right there. Got Rowdy's name right on top. And here we go with the number 3.
Jackson. Happy birthday, man.
It's tomorrow.
Why is she posting today?
It's my mom's tripping. She said she got a reminder on her phone, but it was like for 20.
I'm gonna try to show this wall without either A, getting me into the video or too much of the light. (1980) Richard Childress' last full season as a Winston Cup driver himself. So outside of a few photos that you may see on the wall, this is not going to be anything to do with Dale Earnhardt. This is where they are actually working on the current cars as we speak. Another one of those awesome looking RCR engines. Watch your eyes. He's got his welding helmet on. Don't go blind. Somebody had Subway for lunch. Ooh, pretty colors. Another view in the shop there where they're working. They are getting it cleaned up and ready to roll. That is the number 21 Bennett hauler. There's one in there. So if you look real carefully, The jack over there at Kyle Busch's car actually has the number 8 on it. So if that's the case, that tells me this car is going to be the number 3. There it is. Because I saw the jack. As we make our way outside of the museum, we are back in the gift shop with this beautiful number 3 Dale Earnhardt mural. And they actually do have some Dale Earnhardt merchandise. Definitely got some good Kyle Busch merchandise. Yes, I am proud. I was the first one in here. First one to buy number 8 Kyle Busch merchandise on the day it all went on sale. And there we go, under accessories. Oh, they even got a Will Cronkite. I was a NASCAR redneck. Met him at Stocks for Tots. Great guy. Autographed, only $39.95. So if you want to get your fill of number 3 Dale Earnhardt merchandise, come on in here, order online. This guy right here, he'll take good care of you. He's working awful hard every time we come in here. So as we get ready to wrap up our Dale Earnhardt video, we have returned to one of my favorite places in all of NASCAR and motorsports. That is the North Carolina Auto Racing Hall of Fame Museum in Mooresville, where we started. Because tucked away right back here, and it might be a little dark because we are pretty early this morning, but we do have the Dale Earnhardt Memorial. He told me he'd turn the lights on if I wanted him to, but I don't think we need to. That's a view inside the window there. There he is. And if you want to see more videos of the North Carolina Auto Racing Hall of Fame Museum, you'll definitely find them on my channel here. Just go looking. We come out here a good bit. They do the Stocks for Tots just before Christmas every year, which is a wonderful program. If you're ever in the area, I highly recommend it. Come out here, ask to see if Mr. Bob is here. He is the historian. He knows everything. Great person to spend some time with, learning about not only NASCAR history, but he can tell you stories about the drivers and the people. He's the one that told me Tim Richmond was probably one of the very nicest people that he's ever met. But as we do wrap up this video honoring Dale Earnhardt, thank you guys and girls for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. If I offended anybody or upset anybody last May when I went over to DEI, I sincerely apologize. It was never my intention to upset anybody, do anything that would make anybody mad. That's not what I'm all about. So please do forgive me. But again, I didn't break any laws. I didn't cross over any no trespassing signs or warnings. And but I just felt the need in my heart to just say, if I upset you, I certainly do apologize. And 10 months later, this video is all about Dale Earnhardt. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, hit that like button on this video. I know, I've asked 100 times, which is your favorite? Talladega Nights, Days of Thunder? Leave your comments below. But I already know the answer. More people love Days of Thunder, and so do I. I'm not gonna lie. I like Talladega Nights just for its comedy purposes. But it is pretty dark back here. Budweiser shootout at Daytona, Earnhardt versus Earnhardt. Boy, look at that young Dale Jr. But we are just getting started for the 2023 season. We may make it to Richmond this weekend. I doubt I'll go though, to be honest with you, maybe. But I'm definitely gonna be in Bristol. I'm definitely gonna be in Martinsville over the next 3 weeks. So if you plan on being at either Bristol or Martinsville, let me know. As always, we'll get there early. We'll be tailgating. We'd love to see you. We got some exciting news that we're going to share with you. Not in this video. We might share it in the next video. Some really cool things that we've just been informed of, that we've been accepted into, and really cool. So we'll share that in the next video. But from the North Carolina Auto Racing Hall of Fame Museum, Race City, USA. This is DJ Wayne. Thank you guys for watching our Dale Earnhardt video. We'll see you in the next video.